The Greek Dark Ages began around 1100 BCE, following the decline of the Mycenaean and Minoan civilizations. This period was marked by the destruction of palaces and the loss of writing systems. A significant population decline contributed to societal fragmentation. The societal structure shifted towards a tribal organization during this era. These factors collectively define the characteristics of the Greek Dark Ages. The Archaic period in Greece spanned from approximately 800 to 500 BCE. This period is characterized by a phase of recovery and expansion within Greek society. A key development during the Archaic period was the formation of the polis, or city-state. The era also saw substantial cultural and economic growth across the Greek world. The polis, or city-state, was the primary political structure in ancient Greece. Each polis functioned as an independent community. These city-states were composed of citizens with their own distinct laws. Each polis maintained its own army for defense and expansion. They also had a patron god or goddess, symbolizing their unique identity. The Acropolis and Agora served as central points within each polis. Sparta evolved into a totalitarian military state due to a large enslaved population. Spartan society was characterized by strict discipline and austerity. The focus was on service to the polis, or city-state. The state's interests were prioritized above those of the individual. This system emphasized collective strength and military readiness. Athenian society transitioned from a monarchy to an aristocracy over time. Solon introduced significant reforms in 594 BCE that shaped Athenian society. Solon's reforms included canceling debts and outlawing debt slavery. Political rights were granted based on wealth rather than birth, laying the groundwork for democracy. Greek colonization was largely motivated by population increases and limited land availability. Greeks established colonies throughout the Mediterranean and Black Sea regions. These colonies became centers for trade and economic exchange. Colonization facilitated the spread of Hellenic culture and ideas. The establishment of colonies contributed to a shared Greek identity across diverse settlements. The Olympic Games originated as a Panhellenic festival, uniting Greek city-states. The first recorded Olympic Games took place in 776 BCE. The Games fostered a sense of shared Greek identity. Athletic competition was a central component of the Olympic Games. Religious celebrations were also integral to the Olympic Games. Homer's epic poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey, presented a unified system of gods and heroes. These works also established core values like honor, courage, cunning, and the pursuit of excellence. The Iliad and Odyssey served as foundational texts for Greek education. These poems significantly influenced the development of Greek culture. The classical period in ancient Greece spanned from approximately 500 to 323 BCE. This era is considered the peak of ancient Greek civilization. It was characterized by remarkable advancements across various fields. Significant progress was made in art, with iconic architectural achievements. Philosophy flourished, with influential thinkers shaping Western thought. Politics evolved, with the development of democratic systems in city-states. The Persian Wars, 490 to 479 BCE, involved united Greek city-states. The united Greek city-states were defending against the invading Persian Empire. Key battles included Marathon, Thermopylae, and Salamis. These battles demonstrated Greek resilience and military prowess. The Athenian Golden Age flourished under the leadership of Pericles. This era was marked by significant democratic reforms in Athens. Artistic achievements reached new heights during this period. Athens also experienced imperial expansion, increasing its influence. Athenian democracy functioned as a direct democracy. The ecclesia, an assembly of all male citizens, directly voted on laws. The ecclesia also directly voted on policies. Juries and public offices were often assigned by lot to emphasize citizen participation. The Delian League began as a naval alliance. Athens held the leadership position within the Delian League. the League evolved into an Athenian empire, centralizing power. League funds supported Athenian public works, including the Parthenon. Greek tragedy delved into fundamental questions of human life. It examined themes of justice and morality. The plays explored the complex interactions between gods and humans. Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides are key figures in Greek tragedy. Greek comedy, exemplified by Aristophanes, used satire as a primary tool. These plays often targeted politicians and philosophers of the time. Contemporary social and political issues were also common subjects of ridicule. This satirical approach served as a form of social commentary. The freedom to express such satire highlighted the value of free speech in Athenian society. Historical analysis emerged as a distinct field of inquiry with ancient historians. Figures like Herodotus and Thucydides pioneered a new approach to understanding events. Their method emphasized the use of evidence to support claims and interpretations. They focused on rational cause and effect relationships to explain historical occurrences. This marked a departure from mythological explanations towards empirical inquiry. The Socratic method involves questioning assumptions to challenge conventional wisdom. Socrates used this method to explore concepts like justice and the good life. A key goal of the Socratic method is to expose ignorance in understanding. Ultimately, the Socratic method promotes critical thinking and deeper inquiry. Platonic idealism is a philosophical perspective attributed to Plato. Plato was a student of Socrates and the founder of the Academy in ancient Athens. A central tenet of Platonic idealism is the theory of forms. The theory of forms posits that true reality exists in perfect, eternal, and unchanging ideals. These forms are considered more real than the physical world, which is merely a shadow or imperfect reflection of them. Examples of forms include concepts like justice, beauty, and goodness. Aristotle, a student of Plato, established the Lyceum. He placed a strong emphasis on empirical observation in his studies. Aristotle also utilized logic as a key component of his research methods. His empirical and logical approach spanned various fields of study. These fields included biology, providing insights into living organisms. Aristotle's studies extended to physics, politics, and ethics. The Peloponnesian War was a major conflict in ancient Greece, lasting from 431 to 404 BCE. It was fought between the Athenian Empire and the Peloponnesian League, led by Sparta. The war was essentially a civil war within the Greek world. The prolonged conflict weakened all of Greece, impacting its resources and population. The war also marked the end of the Golden Age of Greece, a period of significant cultural and intellectual flourishing. Philip II of Macedon rose to power by building a professional army. A key element of this army was the Macedonian phalanx, a dense infantry formation. The phalanx was highly effective due to its long spears and disciplined ranks. Philip II used this army to expand Macedonian territory and influence. He conquered the divided Greek city-states, one by one. This conquest marked the end of the era of the independent Greek polis. Alexander the Great launched a decade-long military campaign. His conquests led to the fall of the Persian Empire. Greek culture and ideas were spread across 3 continents. This cultural diffusion resulted in the creation of the Hellenistic world. The Hellenistic world emerged as a synthesis of Greek and Eastern civilizations. It was defined by the dissemination of Greek language across vast territories. Greek philosophy experienced a resurgence and wider adoption. Hellenistic art flourished, blending Greek styles with Eastern influences. New cities, such as Alexandria, became centers of Hellenistic culture and innovation. The Roman Republic initially engaged with Greece as allies. Subsequently, Rome initiated a conquest of Greece. The sack of Corinth in 146 BCE marked a turning point. This event symbolized the end of Greek independence and the start of Roman rule. Ancient Greece significantly shaped Western civilization despite losing political independence. Greek innovations in democracy laid foundations for modern political systems. Greek philosophy, with thinkers like Plato and Aristotle, continues to influence ethical and logical thought. Advancements in science and mathematics during this era provided frameworks for future discoveries. Greek contributions to drama and historical writing established genres and methods still used today.